Well, the Russia investigation has been going on for quite some time now, and so far it hasn't proved any of the allegations that gave birth to it in the first place. But if you'll remember back to the beginning, all of this was justified in part by the publication of a dossier, a totally unverified dossier, filled with salacious allegations about Donald Trump and many others in his orbit. One person who was targeted was a man named Alex Gubarev and his company, XBT Holdings. The dossier claims that XBT assisted in the hacking of the Democratic Party leadership. Now, Gubarev, who denies this, is suing BuzzFeed for libel for releasing the dossier with his name in it. Alex Gubarev and his attorney, Val Gervitz, join us tonight. Thank you both for coming on. Thank you. Alex, you're denying, of course, that you played any role in the hacking of the Democratic Party. Tell me how the inclusion of your name in this dossier has affected your life and your business.
Imagine that in one day, you moved 16 years ago out of Russia. You start your business in European Union and the United States. And you work so hard to build a company from scratch. And you have hundreds of employees who work with you, their families depend on you. And one day you just wake up and see that somebody is ruining your reputation and try to destroy your business by telling the criminal that you did something against democracy in the United States. And imagine that, like, you have to explain to your grandmother that you're not criminal because she see news about you on the television. You have to explain. I know that you have a daughter. So you have to explain to your 17-year-old daughter that you are not the criminal because she sees this in the news. This affects me on multiple levels. You cannot imagine. Yeah, I still have this pressure every day, and I fight with it on every level.
So did you do anything that was alleged in the dossier? Did you have any role in stealing information from the Democratic National Committee servers? Do you work for Russian intelligence? Have you taken orders from Vladimir Putin to destroy our democracy?
Of course not. I did nothing.
Why do you think your name was in this dossier?
It's a good question, and honestly, I don't know. And I hope that all court cases which I'm doing now against BuzzFeed and against Christopher Steele in the United Kingdom will help me to find out the answer on this question.
Mr. Gervitz, have you received any call from the Special Prosecutor's Office summoning you and your client in for a conversation with the Mueller team?
We have not. And in fact, at the beginning of this lawsuit, Mr. Gubarev made it clear that he's willing to cooperate with any law enforcement agency. Notably, no one has contacted us, which tells us that at least the law enforcement agency does not take the allegations against Alex seriously. But he...
Frankly, no one. Just to be totally clear, no one has contacted. We've had a couple different Russia investigations going on for more than a year. Your client's name is in the dossier that forms the basis of these allegations, and nobody has called you. Nobody has called you.
No one. Not a single person has called. And this is the only person in this entire sordid story that has gone on record to be willing to speak to anyone under oath and has given testimony under oath, unlike pretty much everyone else that has been dodging depositions. We just completed Christopher Steele's deposition in London last week. He ran out of appeals, but he certainly fought hard not to give one. Fusion GPS is still fighting us. I think they'll be unsuccessful and they will have to give evidence, but they are certainly trying hard to avoid giving evidence.
And so very quickly, we're almost out of time, but did you get to the bottom of how your client's name wound up in the Steele dossier? Do you have any idea?
We do not. We still have not found a single iota of reason for him to be there, but we're digging. We're continuing to look, and we hope that at the end of the day we will find out.
And yet this dossier has turned our country upside down. Okay.